So Invisible Sun is going to have an app that'll make it possible to play in development mode. How necessary is that app in other modes of gameplay? Like, would you need it at the table, or was it just something that would be handy for certain circumstances?
You could use it at the table, but if you're actually all gathered around the table, I'd recommend actually using the physical cards. I think you'd get more use out of them. But you could use the app and call upon cards using the app that way if you wanted to. You don't have to have the app. The app is not required to play Invisible Sun. But I think particularly in development mode, you'll find it really handy. It's easier to carry it on your phone than it is to, carry around a Sooth Deck with you wherever you go.
Can you expand a bit about the app and what features are going to be included in it?
Like I said, right, probably the main use is that it's going to be your Sooth Deck when you're in development mode. And so if you and I are going to do a side scene and we go off to the coffee shop, or I come over to your apartment, I can just bring the app with me, and in development mode we're not using dice, probably not, we don't need the rule books, we probably don't even need character sheets, but that's up to you. And we're just talking through things, but at some point, even in development mode, you're going to need to resolve the success or failure of actions. And that always involves, rather than the dice, using the Sooth Deck. And the neat thing about the app is that it'll generate a random card for you. And then if you want, it will generate the potential interpretations, right? How that, maybe you just know, okay, that is going to mean that you succeed in this. Because, the Sooth Deck cards, at their most basic level, are a random number generator, and all you need to know is, oh, I got a 6. But maybe you want a more complex interpretation. You don't have to memorize all of that stuff. It'll be right there in the app. It'll also be in the books. So that's really useful. The other thing that the app will facilitate is communication. And this also integrates the Sooth Deck part. So say, for example, you and I want to do a side scene in development mode, but we don't have the time to meet for coffee at the coffee shop. I don't have time to come over to your apartment. So you communicate with me through the app. You say, so my character wants to go off and talk to this other Vancian character and see if I can maybe convince them to start letting me know what I need to get to the next degree in the order of Vance, right? Because in the orders, it isn't just a matter of having enough acumen, enough experience points. It's also a matter of having to do things to advance in the actual organization in the world, as well as just mechanically. So you need to talk to somebody to figure out what you need to do. So you communicate through the app, and that's just a text-based thing, right? And you send that to me, and I might reply to you. I might send you a random Sooth card that determines, because maybe we need to determine like how good of a job that you are doing in noticing that while a guy is saying no, he's actually giving you a secret hand signal that means something completely different. But do you notice that? Well, there's a random element in there, right? So we need to generate success or failure that would come through a Sooth card. And so I might give you the Sooth card and then say, well, because this is the Sooth card that was turned, you notice that this guy's giving you a weird hand signal, and we would kind of continue to play out that scene using kind of all based around that Sooth card. And so that would be the entirety of that side scene would be communicating just through the app there, with no direct face-to-face communication needed. Now, obviously I'm a big fan of face-to-face communication, so if we could meet, I'd probably prefer to do it that way, but the app also will allow us to do it in that way.